Welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Jeff Vlog TV, man. I'm checking in with y'all real quick, man. So currently sitting here working like always in my office, having my typical cup of joe. And I was watching a few videos earlier, and I ran into a video that talked about their reasons for, you know, why people should get dreads, and it got my wheels spinning. And what I wanted to do for y'all today was give you guys my 3 reasons why you should get dreads. And that's not to say that everybody else's reasons aren't real, or everybody else's reasons you shouldn't take into consideration, but these are just my 3 personal reasons, so I'm gonna give them to you guys. Reason number 1, freedom. And you're probably asking yourself, freedom, what do you mean by freedom? Freedom for me is being free, and let me make sure I say this right, because I don't really want to offend anybody. But freedom for me with LOCS is being free from that stereotypical way that I was brought up, believing that being well groomed was me having a bald fade or a fade and a nice shape up and so forth, and getting my hair cut all the time. That is the way I grew up. You know, my mom didn't play about us going back and forth to that barbershop when we was kids. I mean, we had to walk past the drug dealers and all that stuff, man, but we got to that barbershop and we paid that old man to cut our hair when we was growing up faithfully. And I felt like over the time frame from going into the military and coming out of the military and always having to get my hair cut, I wanted to be free from that stereotypical way of feeling like the only way you feel well groomed is if you're sitting in a barber chair and getting a bald fade and a line up and having some waves or whatever the case. You can be well groomed and you can still have that same groom type feeling with dreads. And I think that we need to kind of take a step back and really look at it that way, and not think that dreads are, you know, disgusting, nasty, dirty, whatever the case. No, this is another way of being groomed. And as long as you keep your dreads up, then you can be just like anybody else who was getting their hair cut and having a bald fade and feeling groomed and feeling good and fresh and feeling good about yourself. Hopefully that makes sense. Reason number 2, self-love. And it's real self-love. Now, this is not to say that I've never, you know, not loved myself, but having dreads and going through those early stages, it can teach you to be respectful to yourself. It can teach you self-love. It can teach you to respect yourself, and it can also help you understand what your boundaries are. Having locks at the beginning stages for me with all that flaky stuff in my head because I had the dry scalp, you know, and having to walk in public and going to my kids' school, you know, going to the grocery stores, just being out in public, you know, out at an establishment, having a nice drink, man, and knowing that my hair is really not up to par at that moment, it can really teach you a little bit about yourself, and it can help you uncover self-love and more respect for yourself. For me, I've always respected myself. I always known who I was. I'm very well in tune with my personal inner self. But when I was going through my short lock phases, you know, it kind of refreshed my memory on why I'm in love with myself and why I love myself and why, you know, I hold myself to a certain standard. Having those short locks, man, it taught me a whole lot about myself, and I'm pretty sure for somebody who's looking for self-worth, you know, love and so forth and so on, I promise you, short locks, I'll bring that out of you, man, I promise. And my 3rd and final reason, man, and this is like a no-brainer, but this is just real, patience. Having locks has taught me patience on a whole nother level. Patience. It has taught me patience, and it has taught me that time is very important. You have to have patience in order to watch your hair grow at such a slow pace. And that's the reason why I say time and patience do play hand in hand. They do play hand in hand. Why? Because it takes time for your hair to grow, but you have to have patience to wait that long for your hair to grow. At the same time, these 3 reasons may not be your 3 reasons, but if you're somebody who come across this video and kind of wonder what are some of the reasons why you should get locks, I hope that this video reaches you and it kind of inspires you to go ahead and get locks. I see that our community, I see that our lock community is growing, and it is still getting better and better, and more people are still, you know, coming into the lock community, joining the lock game. But at the same time, to each his own. If you are on the fence about getting them and you're wondering what people are going to say, that is the reason you should get them, because you want them and you on the fence about it. You need to go ahead and get your locks, get your hair twisted today, get it locked up today. Don't wait no more. Get it done today. I'm 37 months in the game, you know what I'm saying? And 37 months in the game. It took me 37 months to get here, and I started my locks when they was right here. So, you know, let 37 months of my little bitty small locks growing into this be your motivation. Get up today and go ahead and get your locks, man. So, with that being said, man, it's been your boy Jay, Just Viral TV, man. I hope this video reached you and it made some sense. I got to get back to work, though. I'll catch y'all in the next video, man. Peace out.